beautiful YouTube family. Thank you very much for tuning in to this video. Lots of announcements. I just thought it'd be easier to kind of create a video to give you some information about what's coming up and also what I have in the pipeline. Okie dokie. So it's going to be, I'm going to talk to you about Patreon. First of all, I'm going to talk to you about daily draws, some meditations, Ask Lorien, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of well, it is going to be like a show and tell of what my recent trip to Stratford-upon-Avon brought me. Not going to be including any pictures just yet, but I may insert some at the end of this video just to kind of include you in some certain aspects of this. So I want to show Shakespeare's birthplace and stuff like that, and you know, because it's such a good energy. But I'll talk about more about that later on. Okay, so really happy to announce that I am getting organised. So after all the health issues, things happening around me, the distractions of various things, I have so much more time now to get invested in this channel as much as you are and actually do things on a more regular and determined basis. So yay for that. The first thing I want to bring to your attention is Patreon. Now, I have had some very dedicated people continue for many months, giving me as little as $1 a month, and that is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for that. You know who you are. What I was hoping to do, or what I am going to do, should I say, I've already filmed the video for it. As of Wednesday, so as of Wednesday the 7th of September, on a weekly basis, you will get a mini reward. So you will get a mini meditation, or you'll get a mini choosing reading, which is where you interact with the cards. So you will actually, for instance, there'll be 3 cards and you choose which one you're most drawn to, and then you get the message from that. I know other people do that, but you know, I thought it was something that was very good, and it's actually quite fun to do. I'm also going to be doing some mini focus readings on Patreon as well. So that's going to be coming through for you. So basically, if you just donate $1 a month, you get access to all that weekly content. Could turn into some monthly content as well. But what your Patreon does for me, and all your donations as well, which all receive 3 card readings as well, what that does is allow me to either buy new decks or go towards my laptop fund so that I can do this on my altar again, or it goes into the internet bill or something like that that I need basically to sustain this channel. So it doesn't go on frivolous things. For instance, oh, I'm going to buy this, or I'm going to buy it. All goes into the channel because this is dedicated to you. You're supporting the channel and you're supporting me as a reader, so this is what it does basically. But I wanted to give back on a much grander basis, so you will be having access to that if you support me on Patreon throughout the course of the month, or for as long as you like. You'll still continue to get this exclusive content just for Patreons. So thank you so much for those who already do that. But I just thought I'd tell people, in case you're interested, it's no obligation. Obviously, these general readings on Facebook every week and every month will still be there. But that's about it, basically. And for Patreon, just wanted to give back a little bit more to you all. Now, also, I have a daily draw on Facebook and Instagram. So this is actually going to, well, it started today. I've scheduled a few posts already, which is going to come up on Facebook, I think, about general things regarding Mercury retrograde and stuff. But the daily draws are done on Facebook just to give you some general guidance, and on Instagram I copy it on there as well. So if you just want to read it on the go, Instagram's probably the best. If you want more detail, Facebook is the way for you. I have changed my name on Facebook as well. It's Lorien's Cauldron rather than Lorien's Emporium. I know it was a fun rhyme, but you know. And that's now going to be over the course of the next few weeks, coming through basically with more content and stuff like that. Again, this is because I've done a lot of clearing, and maybe it's because Mercury retrogrades helped me, but definitely that's coming through too. So follow me on Instagram, which is Lorien Tarot, and on Facebook, which is, you can search at Lorien Tarot or Lorien's Cauldron, whichever. Also, the meditations that I mentioned a few months ago, that's coming through, as well as Ask Lorien. So meditations are basically to do with trying to meet your spirit guides, trying to relax, beginner's meditation just to get you into the rhythm of it and finding what works for you. That's one of them coming through. But also, this is basically to do with how you feel, you know, how you can interact with readings and stuff like that, is to help you basically. So those, again, you don't have to really donate on Patreon for those, but there will be unique ones exclusively for patrons coming up in the near future. But general meditations are going to be on the channel. I mentioned Ask Lorien. You may remember a few months ago I did Ask Lorien where I had a lot of questions and I didn't answer half of them, so I still got some left over. But if you have a question about how I read, the best way to read tarot cards, whatever it is, you know, you feel that's, you know, you want to know about, if it's personal, how I got into the craft, you know, whatever it is you want to learn, just ask me. You can email me, lorientarot@gmail.com, Facebook message, Twitter message, or even Instagram. Or you can even comment to this video. I will collate all questions and I will be on camera. Ooh, crikey. Be prepared. I will be on camera for you, for me to answer all those questions for you, because sometimes it's just easier to answer a lot of questions at the same time in one place. Also, I will be doing some tarot card or deck reviews. I know I have a fair amount already, but you know, some people may already know about them. But I will just want to put my 2 cents in about how I've read with them over maybe the last year, the last few months, original perceptions of them, and just generally getting back into the tarot, basically. Hopefully I'll be buying a new deck soon, but that's all hopefully. Okay, now onto the good stuff. So, as you may know, if you saw me on Instagram recently, I went to Stratford-upon-Avon this weekend. And it's my mother's birthplace. She had not been back since maybe she was 7 years old. And it was really exciting. It poured with rain, but the energy of that place, honestly, so creative. It is so nurturing. Basically the age of the place, you can feel it from the ground up. It's just intensely spiritual. I really, really loved it. And of course, I had to buy some things while I was there. Okay, so first things first, there was, I can't even remember the name of the place, but it was something to do with crystals. And I got myself some red jasper, because the other one that I got is basically very tiny. Very, very tiny. It's not even a fifth of this, and it gets lost very easily. So I wanted to preserve that and get a bigger one. This is basically for the crystal healing that I do. On myself, on pets, and also on clients as well, so very handy for that. And they had a half price on amethyst, so excuse the rattling. Oh, but I just had to get this. Oh, look at this. It cost me £3. £3 for this beautiful cluster of amethyst that can charge your crystals. So if you, for instance, just wanted to pop that down and then say, oh, I need to charge my crystal, there you go. And they work beautifully together. So absolutely gorgeous. If you're in or around or planning on going to Stratford-upon-Avon, drop into the Crystal Vault, I think it's called. Okay, so sorry for the wrapping again. Put that over there. Secondly, I wholly recommend Magic Alley. Now this is a witch shop, surprise, surprise. And it is, you know, I went in there and the ladies were so nice. They chatted to us, we had a laugh. They were the best. I will put links to all these shops and places below, just in case you're wanting to have a look at them, but I cannot recommend these people enough. Okay, if you hear screaming, by the way, that's just my neighbour. She's very loud. So I got these 2 gorgeous candles, one very, very green and one very luminous purple. So I'm going to have fun with those. And they were very dirt cheap too. And those of you who know I am a witch, I do little spells. Look at these little spell bottles. Look at them. I've been after these for ages. Ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. I can't even, you know, tell you. And they were all on, you know, eBay and stuff, about £5 or whatever for 10. And these were like, I don't know how much they were. They were very cheap though. So I got 3 of those for my little spells, which I'm incredibly excited about. And I think the pièce de résistance was this. Now this, I have read it from cover to cover. Let me put her out the way just for a second. I've read it from cover to cover maybe twice now, and it's absolutely amazing. It's The Witchery, Everyday Magic for Everyday Folk by Dave Matthews. The Chronicles of Wizard's Thatch, sorry. And this shop basically is based on the Wizard's Thatch Chronicles and stuff like that. And it's called Magic Alley in the heart of Stratford. And basically it's got, you know, 13 goals from Apprentice, Head Ritual Wizard, and you got all the things there. I think I do all of these apart from maybe exercise the body often enough, so I'll get on that. I'll do some more yoga. And here we have herbs and spices for magical uses. You've got all lists of all the correspondences, so I'm going to keep this right next to my altar, because as a witch, unless you have maybe eidetic memory or photographic memory, you're not going to really remember everything. At least I don't. You've got planetary herb correspondences, zodiacs, and then right at the back, which I'm really looking forward to taking a look into, is spells. Yay! So, you know, if you want to, I can do you one of these spells. Or recommend one for you if you want to do it yourself. But, ooh, melons. Yes, I want to do that as well. So this is very strong, and I think this is really going to be something that, you know, is going to be used and abused. But I would definitely, it's only cheap, it's $7.99. I recommend, if you can find it or go into the shop or whatever, it's well worth investing. So fellow witches, it's really good. It's just like a very pocket encyclopedia. Another thing that I wanted, which I didn't get from Stratford, but was very, I fell in love with this as soon as I found it, and it's Sisters of the Craft on Facebook, or I think, yeah, Sisters of the Craft, and it's this gorgeous pendulum, absolutely beautiful. It's got the pentagram at the end, and it's just amazing. And I think it's Crazy Lace Agate, turquoise, and gosh, I can't quite remember. But it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. It looks like it's got a warped clock face as well around the outside of this. And I will be using this for crystal healing, and possibly also, if I have time, generating some pendulum readings, because they can also be very handy. But I'll just see how much they should be. They're really good for yes or no questions, and also, you know, which one decision questions too. But this is absolutely beautiful. I charged it yesterday when it was nice and sunny outside on top of a crystal quartz, and it's absolutely beautiful. It was dirt cheap as well. Honestly, they had a sale on. It was so cheap, including postage, and I was amazed. So if you can, check out Sisters of the Craft. They are in the UK, but I'm sure that it's very cheap as well to ship abroad. But I can't recommend them enough, to be perfectly honest. They're really nice as well. So Sisters of the Craft, you've also got the Magic Alley, and the Crystal Vaults, I think, in Stratford are also incredible. I think that's it really for me. I'll leave you with a little bit of music and some images of Stratford. It was rainy, but also I recommend Hobson's restaurant. You will see why in the pictures of the ginormous cakes in just a moment. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening as well, for me babble on about all my goodies and all the extras that I'm putting on the website. And yeah, really comment below if you have any questions. Remember, ask Lorien, and the treats coming up on Patreon for all of those who have donated $1 or more. Thank you so much again. Look forward to reading for you soon. October meditations and October monthly readings are on their way very shortly. Take care, everybody.